when I was in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, that was my only international destination for this trip. I saw that they would fly from Fort Lauderdale into Santo Domingo and then continue on to San Juan, Puerto Rico. I was in Santo Domingo. I did a self connect and then I had less than an hour to connect. Fortunately, my plane landed safely in the SDQ airport. I had to clear immigration. You have to actually enter into the Dominican Republic, get stamped in. Luckily, I had filled a electronic arrivals card, but I didn't fill a departures card. So that's something to be cognizant of, is to fill out your cards.
Oh, that's interesting. When I flew to Bahamas, they had me fill out a paper on the flight and told me about it. But I've heard this from you and Gene PB, who is probably a listening fan of the show, that he had some problems with paperwork as well. They asked, "Oh, did you fill out the paperwork?" And he didn't even know it was a thing.
So yeah, I actually went to Punta Cana during COVID in the summer of 2020. And back then they did the paper landing carts, but it looks like the Dominican Republic actually transited to electronic landing and departure cards. So that's something to be cognizant of. So when I checked in Raleigh Durham, they asked me to fill it out, but I didn't realize that I needed to fill it out when I left. You can fill it right away. After you fill it out, take a screenshot. You can just do the QR code, and that's something they scan. I believe it's also linked to your passport number. So just have your screenshot saved in case there's any issues.
And any other memorable moments or stops throughout the
Yeah,
count?
so flying into Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket airports, they're really small. So they're on basically remote islands near Massachusetts. You actually have to exit the airport, go through like a metal gated fence, similar to what like a ballpark, and then exit it and then go to baggage claim and then basically go through security again. And then the departures area for those airports is literally like an outside tent. And they just have benches waiting out there. And then they have a little concession stand, basically where they sell sandwiches and chips and drinks and things like that. Very small airports. One of the challenges, I actually was flying from Bangkok all the way to JFK. And then I just booked the tag flight from JFK to Hyannis and then arrived at Hyannis Airport. You can take a bus from Hyannis all the way up to Boston South Station and Boston Logan Airport. Both Plymouth and Brockton do that. Also, Peter Pan does that. They charge about $28 one way. So you can just book it online. Some of these flights, especially to like Nantucket and Arts Vineyard, were on the E190. And that plane has been retired from the JetBlue fleet. So they've been mainly replaced by the A220. Those planes were great. It was a 2x2, but they were definitely worn. They had the old generation entertainment systems as well.